Hello, welcome once again. Today I just received a phone call right now to go for a troubleshooting job, and right now I'll be going to site to troubleshoot what the problem is at Tretre, that is Transinkese in Onitsha here in Anambra State. Wherever you are watching from, I am giving you this update from Nigeria, and all over the world. I believe it is the same principle for you to learn how you can identify what the fault of your inverter system is. I am going to the site right now. Follow me as I take you there. I will show you the step-by-step ways of troubleshooting your faulty system or any error you can encounter in your inverter and solar system. Thank you. Let's go there now. So we moved down to Akpaka. This is Akpaka Forest in GRA, Onitsha. As we are going, we are heading to the location where we are going to find out what happened to our solar system. And whenever you look at the environment, you see that everywhere is nice. Jordan has come to the environment to rescue them by giving them constant power supply that can be used for any appliances. Let's go there. So I got here and discovered that this system is not serving. Just watch me as I will be giving you the update of what is wrong with this system. This system is actually hybrid inverter 2 kVA by 12 volts. So I observed that the charging system is faulty and completely not depositing any charges to the battery. So when I measured with my instrument, I discovered the solar panel is bringing output, but the voltage is higher than what is required in this system. The first installer used 48 volts in the place of 12 volts, and this is one of the mistakes that caused damages to the inverter and solar system. So every installations need to be calculated properly at the initial stage of the installations. Right now, I'm bringing this inverter down because this is not the right position for it. The temperature of the place is high, and every inverter and solar system need to be in a well ventilated place in order for it to serve effectively. So right now, I'm taking it down to put it in a room that will be conducive for the system. Follow me as I take you to where I will run the proper connections and also use the proper protective devices that is required for the system. After, yes, this is our connections. After disconnecting it from the former position, there is a need for us to increase the battery capacity in order to help us in long lasting of the system. So the durability of the system right now is being encouraged by the addition of extra two 20 amps batteries, and this can be done either in parallel or in series, but because our system is 12 volts, so it needs to be in parallel in order to meet up with the required voltage of the hybrid system. Remember, because of the wrong connections, the inverter could not turn on and the charging was out of control. So because of that, we adopted an external charge controller. This external charge controller helps the battery to charge externally instead of the one inside the hybrid inverter system. So we have advantage of external and we have disadvantage also. Now the space that would have been used for other things have been occupied by charge controller. So this charge controller actually helps the battery to regain its own power from the panel. So whenever the panel deposited deposits the charges on the charge controller now deposits the required voltages and current to the deep cycle batteries. So as you can see from my connections, I choose positive to positive and negative to negative. Why do I do this? Because this is parallel connections, like I said. When you run the parallel connections, the current increases while the voltage remains the same. So the current increases, meaning nothing is lost in the current connections. There's no loss of current.
Convention.
Everything is as
Um,
it is. All we need to do is to consider the size of our
Only
cable
I
that
can
we
feel,
use
yes, I pray.
in transporting the current to the next terminals. So these are the ways of doing this, and when this is done, you enjoy effective solar system. This in the solar power plant, it is important you consider these things at the initial stage before the installations or before carrying out anything about solar system, because when the foundation is faulty, every other
Aliás,
things has the
abre
tendency
o
of
passo para
collapsing.
o
That is why whenever you're
Randall
making your
Watson,
designs before the
Sunday.
implementation, you should
Thank you.
ensure that you have an accurate
Everyone
calculations of the
Marco.
materials
Even picture
and the
matching.
quality of the materials to be
The
used,
Sunday.
and also the number of
First Adam.
loads or appliances that you want the system
Matters with
to
us.
serve you with. So because of this, we have it in
Okay,
stock,
okay.
and to tell you that hybrid is better than normal inverter.